Well, hello there. Welcome back to So Into Bourbon. I'm Glenn. This is Charlie. And Charlie, why don't you tell them what we have in store for them tonight?
Tonight we have a brand new offering from our friends here in the Hoosier State at Hard Truth Distilling, their Sweet Mash Bourbon.
Their first bourbon release. I'm so excited. And also, we have a fantastic giveaway that we are doing, so you'll need to watch until the end of the episode to find out what we're giving away and how you can get it. Okay, so Hard Truth Sweet Mash Bourbon. I'm super excited about this because we love Hard Truth, right?
We do. We do.
One of our favorite ryes of the past 2 years has been the Hard Truth Sweet Mash Rye, and now they have finally gotten to the point where they can release their own bourbon. They've released 3 new bourbons.
Three new
bourbons.
All their own distillate.
All their own distillate.
Could you imagine if we had all of them?
Yes.
Oh.
Wait, we do. We do.
Oh, it's a 3-parter.
Yes, this is going to be a 3-part episode.
Let's go.
3-part episode. So we're going to start with this one. There's a Sweet Mash Wheated Bourbon that is a bottled in bond. And what else?
I don't know. What is it? Tell me. I'm dying to know.
I forgot. It's
4-grain.
4-grain bottled in bond.
Professionalism is a high level.
4-grain bottled in bond.
Super excited. So Hard Truth, if you know anything about Hard Truth, and if you're watching this, you probably do. They're in Brown County, Indiana, right up the road from us. And they have been putting out some awesome stuff for the last couple of years. And as Glenn said, we've done quite a few episodes on them. Really enjoy their stuff. Another great craft distillery making great things. So it doesn't always have to come from the big boys.
No.
And we're super excited about this one.
And affordably, because I know one thing, I've heard some people talk about the Sweet Mash Rye, how expensive it was. I believe it was around $70 a bottle.
Yeah.
I get it, but guess what?
What?
These are affordable. The bourbon here is $44.99.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not kidding you.
I genuinely did not know that.
Yes.
I assumed that they would all be inline price. Can I just say one thing? The bottle is worth $20. The bottle is gorgeous.
This may be my favorite bottle.
It's gorgeous, and not just the bottle, but the labeling they do. It has all the information on it. It's got this awesome raised lettering on the back. I mean, it is just, you see it in a store and it instantly just catches you.
There's really no other bottle like it.
And the cork.
I love the cork topper.
Just
it's really cool.
I may be with you. It may be one of my favorite bottles. So really excited to get into this. And this is one of those, we're starting to reap the benefits of the bourbon craze. Is now we're getting these distilleries that have been sourcing bourbon and kind of, piecemealing things together. Now they're getting their own product and their own distillate that's ready, and we get to see what it's really about.
Yeah, Brian Smith, the master distiller at Hard Truth, has been doing a great job. Let's get into the specifics on this one real quick.
Get into it.
73% corn, 19% rye, 8% malted barley. We mentioned sweet mash, obviously.
Yeah.
We're not going to get into the difference between sweet mash and sour mash. We've done it before. Check out our sweet mash rye episode or Google it. 90 proof, non-age stated, but we know that the first batches of bourbon were barreled in 2018, and this was bottled in the spring of 2024. So it's at least 4 years old.
It's at least 4 years
old. So it's probably a mix between 4 and 5 year old.
Yeah, it's at least 4 years old. Straight bourbon whiskey, and it doesn't have an age statement, so it's at least 4 years old.
And these are small batch, 30 barrels or fewer. This is 28 barrels.
I love, again, the transparency of it's small batch. What does that mean? Sometimes it means 30 barrels is a small batch here. So
light amber color.
yeah, almost. It's gonna sound weird. It has kind of an orange to
it.
it.
It does.
Like
it really does.
Like almost like a tangerine orange to it, which is really pretty. It puts a crazy ring around the glass. It is for 90 proof. I don't know if you guys can see. It is sticky as a bird at 90 proof.
Sticky as a bird. How sticky are birds?
You ever held a pigeon?
I mean,
No. I don't know. Sticky as a bird.
Sticky as a penguin and the
Stay
Exxon
tuned on our
Valdez oil spill.
stay tuned on our channel because we're going to sell sticky as a bird bumper stickers.
Pretty straightforward, classic bourbon nose, isn't it?
It is.
It's fruity.
I do. I get kind of a floral fruitiness along with that kind of classic, kind of burnt sugar and a little bit of sweet corn there coming
There's
through.
some sweet corn. Kind of almost like a candied
There's
grape.
yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it is.
Which that is supposedly one of the characteristics of sweet mash is more floral, fruity nose.
Floral, fruity, sweet. There's a lot going on in the nose because you get a little bit. You get a little of the sweet corn. You get a little bit. There's not much ethanol. It's 90 proof.
Not at all.
But it's a really pleasing nose.
And there's a little bit, just a hint of that funk that I think comes with almost every Indiana whiskey that I drink.
Well, 19 rye, so
cheers.
Hard truth.
First thing I noticed, feels very light on the tongue.
Really light mouthfeel. Really light. But it's 90 proof.
Correct. It's I'm getting some semi-sweet chocolate notes, a little bit of vanilla. Everything's very muted though. I feel like nothing's really stepping forward and saying, this is what I am.
I don't disagree with anything you say. It has a really light and airy mouthfeel, almost effervescent. I think I've said that 2 episodes in a row now, so maybe my new catchphrase. It's really light. It just kind of swirls around in your mouth. It's not overly complex. It's very sweet without being over sweet. You get a little bit of, I get just a little bit of like almost semi-sweet chocolate, a little bit of splash of fruit, and then it has a nice little rye spice tingle.
Yeah, it does.
That goes to the finish. There's not a ton of oak character. I mean, it's probably not super old, but I tell you what it is, and especially for $45, that's a dang fine sipping whiskey.
Yeah, that's a really good sipping whiskey. Just like you said, I feel like this is going to be very approachable for people who are stopping into the distillery and buying a bottle, and for maybe beginning bourbon drinkers, I think that's a really, like you said, approachable bottle. And for experienced bourbon drinkers,
there's
a really good sipper.
There is nothing negative I can say about it. It doesn't have any negative qualities. It's very straightforward in what it is. It has some sweet flavor. It's really drinkable. That is a crushable 90 proof bottle. If I would have drank that before thinking it was 90, I would have guessed it was 80 proof.
Yeah.
Because it is just infinitely sippable. It's got an amazing nose. The rye spice on the second drink hangs around a little longer, and I really like that. If there was one thing that I said this has really nice, on the sides of my tongue, that Indiana rye spice just tingles all the way through, and that's really the finish for me.
Yeah, the finish is kind of surprising me.
Yeah.
It's lasting a little bit longer than I expected.
But it's just rye spice finish for me.
Yeah.
Like there's no like oaky, there's no
Not
dryness
super
or
peppery,
tannic.
though.
Not peppery. It's a
Knows that again.
I know I have been.
The fruit really, it's so much more fruit forward even than the first time.
It is. I really like it. It's a really nice pour, and for $45. Now, if this was in line price with the Sweet Mash Rye, I probably wouldn't be as polite. It's a really nice bottle. I really like this. I really do.
I really do, especially I don't really drink many 90 proof bourbons anymore. I know that's probably sounds terrible, but I just don't.
Yeah.
But for 90 proof, I like it.
I'll tell you the thing I probably like the most in having 3 or 4 drinks of this is that is a unique flavor profile that I cannot place anywhere else. Real fruity sweetness up front that transitions to a nice spicy rye spice finish. And that's what you want out of a craft distillery, right? You want, I don't want it to taste like Old Forester or Heaven Hill or Buffalo Trace. I want it to taste like Hard
unique,
Truth.
yeah. And I'll say this about it too, is I don't get that really corny taste either that
funny.
sometimes you'll get with a craft distiller
Yeah,
or a younger.
it's not a sweet
offering.
corn sweetness. It's almost like it's gonna sound weird, almost like a cookie and a sugary sweetness to it, like a baking sweetness. I like it. I think it's, for a first offering, well done.
Yeah, rate it.
I'll give it a solid 6.75. You know what? It's $45. I changed my mind. I'll give it a 7 because it's $45. And I know you think we give everything a 7, but that's a good bottle of bourbon for not a lot of money, and it's beautiful looking. It'd make a great gift. It looks great on your bar, and it's something different. And support a dang small distillery once in a while.
I'm going to give it a 6.75. I'm kind of more in line with your first rating. I love the price, love the bottle, I love its approachability.
I think this is going to be a very popular bottle for them because I think this has a broad appeal, and it's very hard to make a bourbon that has a broad appeal. You're either going to appeal to the newbies or the people that like 90 proofs or the people that want barrel proof that melts their face. This is a nice, I like this a lot. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, I could see someone going on a tour there and you've got 2 or 3 people in your group, and one's a experienced bourbon drinker, one's I could do with or without, one's brand new, and I think all 3 of those people could appreciate this bourbon.
I know I've said it 5 times. The rye spice finish on this, that tingle on the tongue, it's almost like a pop rock. Like it just it's lovely. I really enjoy it. You know what we should do?
What should we do?
We should tell people they've watched this long. Let's reward the people.
Oh,
tell
we have
them,
a giveaway, don't we?
Tell them about our giveaway.
So we're giving away an Old Forester Whiskey Roll 117 series High Angel Share bottle that we picked up just the other day. And you don't have to do anything big to win this bottle, do you?
No, you don't.
Tell them what to do.
Here's what you have to do. Number 1, you have to be subscribed on the YouTubes. You have to be subscribed. Number 2, you just send us an email. sointobourbon@gmail.com. In the subject line, write Angel. And then in the copy, tell why Glenn is your favorite. And we will pick a winner, and Glenn will post something on. So stay tuned. We'll tell you when we're going to pick. But that's all you got to do. That's how you get entered to win, and we're going to send you.
And you have to be 21.
And you got to be 21. And we're going to send you this awesome bottle. But we are only posting this on our YouTube. We're not posting it on our socials, which are
So Into Bourbon on Instagram, Whiskey Realtor on TikTok. You can also find us on Facebook.
And we're not telling any of those people, so you have to be on YouTube to win this thing.
You have to.
So,
Charlie, tell them what else we would love for them to do.
We would love for you to keep your wallets loose.
And your bungholes tight.
Good night, everybody.
Peace out.
Yeah?
3, 2, 1.
Oh, wait.
What? Oh, yeah.
Goodness.
Make it pop, big boy.
Fudger's on there.
Love that. You're growing up just like me.
Scoot that way just a hair.
Little ditty about our true spirits. What?
Nothing. That was a good episode.